Hello， 你是哪里打来的哈？
So I received a call from the police inspector requesting a pro bono funeral service from us. The claimant is a friend of this deceased.
So I'm here to collect the body of someone that I was helping, Uncle Peter, because he had nobody around, no friend, no family.
I have bought this for Mr. E.
Wow.
So that you just check whether it's like okay with the
Oh,
colors.
yeah, it looks very nice. He had a short, same color almost.
You attend to the guy, ask the guy to let you sign the documents. Mary will not collect the body personally. Some of them may not be comfortable with corpse. She's inside there to sign the documents to authorize me to claim the body. And then I'll just collect the body and get ready for cremation. Based on Uncle Peter's death certificate, it shows that they found him in the public toilet in Smith Street. His death is due to heart issue. Uncle Peter is new to me. I have not known him.
I received a case of lonely death, whereby they actually required me to do the cleaning. Because of the smell, we cannot postpone the job to another day. The one who contacted us was the nephew. We were made aware that the body has been decomposed for maybe less than a week. So what I remember most about this case is that she actually had a distant relationship. They did not connect very well, so even the nephew have not seen the auntie yet. Okay, Mr. Bobby, you can see, right, there's a lot of items inside the house. So I noticed there are some bags. So those bags, right, I will not touch.
Okay.
You just do the spraying, later you can just go inside and go and look at all the items lah. We deep clean the entire sofa, then we spray the disinfection sanitation. Then once done, we clean wrap ready for disposal. Then we also remove the flooring, everything for you. So it's safe for you to go through all the items. 90% of the cases that we go through, right, involve elderlies dying alone. So they are left to decompose, for a period of time. So you can just imagine for the bodily fluids that flows out, it will actually expose with moisture. There's a build-up of blood-borne pathogens. So that's why we need to keep ourselves well protected. So these are the things that we, trauma cleaner, will actually encounter. We actually encounter the smell, we actually encounter the scene that not many are able to adjust with. And then also, mentally, we are also affected. So Bobby, this is the condition of the house right now. It's quite messy, there's a lot of items. So basically, this is where the body was found, at the sofa. But what I believe, it actually started from the toilet. I think maybe it's either she vomited or something happened inside the toilet. Then after that, she take a rest at the sofa. That's why she finally passed out. Okay? So what we do for the whole house, right, is we do the fumigation. That means we disinfect the entire house. So let it settle for 24 hours, then you can go through all the personal items lah.
Okay. I think you need some time.
Yes, just take your time. Do not rush, slowly go through all that because the thing you can see there's a lot of items.
Yeah.
So you need to go through one by one.
My aunt is 77 this year. She passed away alone at home. Her neighbors smelled something, so they called the police. The police found my mom's contact number, so they called her. Since my aunt doesn't have any children, so I'm helping my mom to settle her affairs. The police told me when they got into the house, it looked like she had passed away a couple of days already. From what I know, she keeps to herself quite a fair bit, so I'm not sure whether she has any close friends and who she keeps in touch with. My aunt don't really talk to people that much. In fact, she don't really keep much in contact with us. We haven't really interacted much. Even my mom, they do keep in contact, but not super close. On off, they'll call each other and that sort of stuff. There's some bedsheet here, and I think there are some clothes with some stains. In fact, there's some smell. It may be possible that she was vomiting even earlier in the day and in the morning, and then she was trying to do her laundry when she got more sick. The fridge has a lot of things. Actually, it's quite well stocked. Now I'm just tidying up because it's really very messy. I'm trying to see whether my aunt has left any list of contact numbers and documents. I'm also not familiar with how she settled her stuff and whether she has left any instructions or will in terms of how to settle her things.
So you mentioned that for elderly, then what are the age range that you have came across?
Okay, for the elderly, I would say start from as young as maybe around 60 plus, all the way until 90 plus. Either they died in their sleep, majority is due to they actually had a fall. So when they had a fall because of their age, right, they are unable to actually get help because I would say they are helpless. I have actually one recent case of an elderly who actually just moved into his new house. I think not more than 3 months. Then he actually died inside his new house. When we arrived to the block, right, we see that there's still construction everywhere. Most of the neighbors are still vacant. So he might be one of the first few to actually to move in. So he actually died in his sleep. It has been a week or more. The whole house was full of the bodily fluids. It started from the bedroom and actually spread to the living room. Then the whole room was infested with maggots. So, to me, when I see the condition of the house, right, I am quite sad because you just imagine that the house that you have been waiting for years, and finally when you get the keys, you're only able to enjoy it for a brief moment before suddenly you just go away just like that. Whatever future plannings that you have for the house, it just died together with you. As you can see, the trends are, in fact, there are more cases of elderly who are actually living alone.
So we're seeing drastic surge of older adults living alone, and amongst them, about 25% of them has no one to call if they have an emergency or if they are facing a challenge. So that number is substantial, and that's really worrying.
There could be various reasons why older persons are staying alone. They could be not married, divorced, widowed, childless, or could be personal preferences, like wanting to lead independent lives away from their children. Or it could be that the adult children would like to also live life independently on their own and start their own family.
We don't have physical contact. Calling now is also not very common. And text, you send it. In the past, it's almost 100% open rate. Now, I'm sure that we all have some text in our phone that we had never opened. Right? So the way that we live has really changed.
When the relationship is good, you still care for your loved one, staying apart. If the relationships are not good, and they quarrel all the time, they don't talk to each other, then they will lead separate lives.
There's a Samsung charger, so there should be a Samsung phone. But there are a couple of phones here. This one is Samsung. And there's a care line number behind. Oh, I think maybe related to Changi General Hospital because it's CGH. This one may be useful to get in touch to see whether they know of anything or not. I'll try to plug it up, see whether it works or not. Oh, okay, phone charging. It's very dusty, I'm not sure when was the last time she used this. Looking at the phone, and you have a CGH logo here. It's possible that CGH provide these devices to the elderly so that if there's any emergency or anything, she could contact them. Under contacts as care line, customer care, voicemail. Under recent one, the last call was in October 2019. It's 4 years ago, it's even before COVID. And I think maybe CGH, they also sent some volunteers down, but somehow it didn't really quite work out. Maybe I have to call Careline to see whether they have any records.
I think we should also be mindful that there could be many reasons. People who do not want to use services, maybe they'll just say that I think I don't want, right? I don't want to burden anybody.
If a mindset is that I don't need others to sustain myself and I don't want to be a burden, then that thought can be so ingrained in your psyche that whoever comes and offers you support, you think, oh, you think that I'm weak? I don't need this. I don't want to be dependent, but we also need to recognize as a human species, we cannot be completely independent. What we really strive towards is this notion of interdependence, that we are dependent on each other.
Oh, 老板你好，有卖男士的衣服吗？有来。哦，可以，谢谢您啊。我拿来看哈。I'm preparing the outfit for the deceased. The person with no next of kin, was thinking to give them something special for their last journey, so I buy them a basic outfit. Being an eldercare program executive for Cheng Hong, so we helping out those seniors who have no next of kin to prepare their last rites. A basic respect to have a proper clothing. When I shop around and I saw a nice outfit, I'll just buy standby, just in case any of my members have passed on. Just buy something in advance to prepare for them. That's the least I can do. We get some advice from the funeral service that if you want to buy an outfit for the deceased, what are the things that we should bear in mind. So the bright colors are out. Buy something larger to able to fit them easier, to not do any damage to the body. I'm looking for a t-shirt and a Bermuda. Senior will prefer t-shirts with a collar and a pocket where they can put their stuff. So dark color will be just nice for them to make them look fit. I want them to look good even at the last journey. 来，老板 ，Thank you， 谢谢您的时间。Afterlife Memorial Service is a service provided for senior with no next of kin or they don't have family support. So we engage them as our member. Most of our members are living alone or they have bad relationship with the family. Everybody cares about what happened when they die or who handled their body. They deserve a proper funeral. I always take every case as an opportunity, so that I believe I must help them out to do their last journey, a proper one. We provide 3 steps: collection of body, cremation, and the last part is the burial arrangement. I'm here today to collect the body for late Mr. Ho Su Hua. Mr. Ho is my first afterlife application, so he actually left me with very deep impression. He was origin from China. He was really a senior person. It could be my great-grandfather. He also told me that he was the first batch to volunteer to participate in our ISAF army. Because he have no next of kin, so I become the claimant. So I have to do a registration, to do a documentation to collect his body. Being a claimant, you make sure you collect the right person. Yeah, I'm the claimant.
Yeah, I chose not to view the body, okay?
But if you want to view, can...
Yeah, if you want to view, you can.
We actually want to do a complete last rites, clean their body, wear on proper clothes to send them off. Mr. Ho's case is exceptional because I was being hold for 2 weeks. So I was waiting for the police to give the green light to collect the body. Mr. Ho's case is exceptional because I was being hold for 2 weeks. Once it is a police case, usually you expect that it will be dragged for a while. Mr. Ho was found unconscious and then sent to A&E. When he passed on, there is nobody at his bedside. When he passed on, before the medical team can attend to him, so it becomes a police case. Usually the police will take about 2 weeks to find the next of kin and the cause of death before we able to get the permission to collect the body. So after 2 weeks, the body started to decompose. I was sad to see his body condition. I did bought a set of clothes because knowing that he's going in from A&E, so not much of a proper outfit was with him. But the present moment when we collect him was not able to do that. Any touches on him, it will damage his skin. So we don't want to do any damages to the body anymore. It's a bit sad I can't do that part. So we actually put on the clothes in the coffin to go off with him together.
You知道 Block 3跟 Block 4以前开始做后事的时候，我们来这边敲门，也是你带我们来找这边最多老人住的地方。
最主要是我们做这个事情，那么心里面就觉得很高兴，对得起自己。
对。
Our founder, Mr. Lim, started Afterlife Memorial Service in year 2012, where he see cases of seniors dying alone in homes. That's why he decided to set up AMS to help the seniors.
如果有人帮他做这个工作，是会有一个交代这样。安迪，午安。
你好吗？进来，进来。
老化越来越多，我们妇女协会以前做的， 就是2、3天、3、4天一个 case， 现在的 case 1天2天就有 case， 有时候1天2、3个 case。老实讲，这个做不完，人家老化又多，我们护理师要做更多的这个后事工作。
不知道后来不可以走路什么，没有人照顾。
可以打给我，我们尽量帮忙你哦。
好。
还有多一个重要的事情，晚生我讲你不会计较我讲的东西了哈。你要走，我也要走的。我们有跟他们说，可以靠我们做这个工作，完全免费的。有很多老人都会希望有人帮他做后事。在道教跟佛教，如果有这个仪式做，就是一个人好好归回。
For the last rite we handle for our members is based on their religion, whether you be a Christian or a Buddhist. So if it is a Muslim, then we will engage a Muslim casket to hold the last rite in the right procedure. We will still follow them to go through the collection, the prayer session, the cleanup at the mosque, and then followed by burial.
MTF ini Muslim Trust Fund Association, dia adalah badan kebajikan Muslim yang tertua di Singapura. Jadi dari mulanya MTF ditubuhkan, MTF memang telah menguruskan jenazah yang tidak mempunyai waris, yang tinggal sebatang kara. Pengurusan jenazah yang kita lakukan secara percuma. Pengurusan jenazah ini adalah satu fardu kifayah. Setiap Muslim layak tidak dikebumikan. Kiranya jenazah itu tidak dikebumikan, maka menjadi satu dosa ke atas semua orang yang di daerah itulah. Jadi untuk jenazah yang tak mempunyai waris, walaupun dia orang yang kurang kemampuan, orang yang sebatang kara, tapi tetap kita harus berikan dia pengebumian yang mulia. Selalunya untuk orang-orang ni, mereka jatuh under badan kebajikan. Kalau sekiranya tidak ada badan kebajikan yang menjaga mereka, pihak mortuary akan hubungi kami lah setelah mereka cuba untuk mencari ahli waris. Daripada masa jenazah itu meninggal, SPF, ICA, HSA, mereka akan cuba apa-apa wadah yang mereka boleh untuk cuba cari waris kepada jenazah tersebut. Proses ini makan sekurang-kurangnya 21 hari lah. Kalau tak dapat hubungi, mereka akan hubungi kami untuk uruskan jenazahnya. Apabila kita uruskan jenazah yang tak ada waris ataupun jenazah yang sudah mula dikompos ni, kita akan rasa sedih. Biasanya apabila seorang Muslim itu meninggal dunia, kita harus mempercepatkan pengebumiannya lah. Sekiranya dia meninggal pada pagi hari, pada hari itu juga kita akan mengebumikan. Sekiranya jenazah itu meninggal pada waktu petang ataupun pada waktu malam, kita akan laksanakan pengebumiannya pada keesokan harinya lah. Jenazah yang terbengkalai selama 2-3 hari, itu seluruh badannya tu dah mula untuk reput. Kita nak menjaga kehormatan jenazah tersebut. Apabila jenazah tu dah mula dikompos, itu seluruh badannya tu akan mengeluarkan bau yang kurang enak lah. Mungkin orang akan mempunyai prasangka yang buruk terhadap jenazah ini boleh sampai dikumpul sebegitu. Tinggal seorang ke, tak ada orang yang jaga ke. Pada 2015 tu saya kehilangan ayah saya lah. Ayah saya meninggal dunia. Saya berkesempatan untuk memandikan dan mengkafankan ayah saya lah. Memandikan ayah saya tu kali terakhir untuk kali terakhir untuk saya sentuh ayah saya, kali terakhir untuk saya lihat wajah ayah saya. Setiap Muslim layak menerima belayan kasih sayang. Lagi-lagi ini kali terakhir untuk dia diberikan layanan yang terbaik di dunia ini. Walaupun dia yang tak mempunyai anak, meninggal dunia dalam keadaan dia sebatang kara. Bagaimana seseorang yang dah lanjut usianya ni boleh menghabiskan usia senjanya ni dalam keadaan di mana tak ada orang yang menanyakan khabar, tak ada orang yang boleh menjaga. Sebagai seorang Muslim, memang ni lebih menyedihkan lagi lah. Kerana kita ni sering dibanggakan dengan kita punya ikatan kekeluargaan, talian silaturahmi. Mungkin kita boleh lebih prihatin terhadap nasib orang-orang sebegini yang hidup kesendirian lau. Jadi sekiranya tiba ajal mereka, ada yang dalam ketahuan, janganlah sampai bila jenazah tu dah 2-3 hari dah meninggal, baru orang dapat tahu dia dah tak bernyawa. Jadi apabila kita solatkan jenazah tu, digalakkan untuk kita lakukan secara berjemaah. Jadi kalau tak ada ahli keluarga yang lain, cuma hanya ada saya dan teman saya yang akan solatkan jenazah itu.
There seems there is an increase asking for intake. There is seniors who do approach us by themselves. They saw our members, they get to know more about our service, so they understand what we deal with. Because we have an online application, the social worker will refer cases to us. There's 5 of us who do the afterlife memorial service.
Hello， 仲红你好，什么可以帮你的吗？
We have this hotline. We rotate among our colleagues. So everybody will get 1 whole week to hold the hotline to answer whatever queries.
OK， 我跟公司讲一下。
Because I'm holding the hotline, so I receive a call from the police inspector. He has a pro bono request for elderly who found unconscious in the public and then passed on.
Hello， 你是哪里打来的哈？
So I received a call from the police inspector requesting a pro bono funeral service from us. The claimant is a friend of this deceased. She's willing to step up to do the claimant. So the rest of it we can process.
So I'm here to collect the body of someone that I was helping, Uncle Peter, because he had nobody around, no friend, no family.
I have bought this for Mr. Yi.
Wow.
So that you just check whether it's like okay with the
Oh,
colors.
yeah, it looks very nice. He had a short, same color almost.
Based on Uncle Peter's death certificate, it shows that they found him in the public toilet in Smith Street. His death is due to heart issue. Uncle Peter is new to me. I have not known him.
It was around 10 years ago when I arrived in Singapore, near the Singapore River in River Valley. He was selling tissue to people and was really in pain with mostly at the back, very difficult to walk. So we started to discuss, became friends. I just asked Uncle Peter, do you have any kids? So he said no, and me, my daughter, and even my husband, we start to try to help him out from time to time for food, a bit of money. Uncle Peter was someone very smart, always happy, never complaining. And despite the pain, you can see on the face that he was going through a lot of pain, but he always positive and happy about his life. So I got a missed call from Uncle Peter. It was on a Wednesday 2 weeks ago. And the police called me the day after and tell me, do you know, this was the full Chinese name of Uncle Peter? And I say yes, and they say you are the last call in his phone, so we are trying to look for people knowing him. So they asked me how I knew him, and then they told me that he unfortunately passed away. When I knew it, I was very sad, and also because I missed his call. But for me, I feel he was suffering too much, so I feel he might be more in peace now than what he was recently, because it was worse and worse over the years.
To collect a body, we need to have a claimant. So claimant is to produce our particulars to the hospital, to give them the information that somebody has claimed the body. It's for record purposes. You also need to go to the mortuary to download their death certificate. For Uncle Peter's case, the police have verified the body, and the claimant is Mary, but she has given the permission for me to collect his body. You attend to the guy, ask the guy to let you sign the documents. Mary will not collect the body personally. Some of them may not be comfortable with cops. She's inside there to sign the documents to authorize me to claim the body. And then I'll just collect the body and get ready for cremation.
There is some money you can take it for, you know, I don't know, for your association you can take money.
Why?
I will not take the money for me.
Oh, Mr. E belongings.
Yeah, that's money. This one, I don't know, that's some envelope, right?
This is the belongings of late Mr. E. These are the belongings that is found on his body. So the inspector actually returns everything. So we're going to sort the item out and bring back to office for record purpose. We just hold until maybe up to 6 or 7 years. If nobody claims, then we'll dispose from there. I don't have the photo of him, so I was hoping to look out for some photo to use it for cremation and for the her. There's a smell, and I don't know whether is this a blood stain or what. There's bad smell after the body has been passed on for 3 days. So I'll just dispose this. His consultation card in Bukit Merah View, food distribution card. These are the special pass. I'm glad to find his pass, that's the main thing. At least I sent him off with a photograph for the cremation. I bought the right outfit. He's wearing something quite grayish also. Start to know that he likes clay pot rice. Oh, it's all the 4D ampaos. I think he's trying to give some hope for himself to have a better life. These are the money that late Mr. E have left with him when they found him.
We are doing a Buddhist ritual. We are putting some joss paper on top of his body to let him go with some cash money in a sense, so that at least he got something to take away as he live lah. Affinity was founded by me, my brother and my father. So we actually come from a third and fourth generation of undertakers since way back 70 years ago. I still remember the first time that I see someone dying alone, that got no family member. To me, the first thing that came to my mind was that, what if next time I'm like that too? To me, it's a very sad thing. The first thing that was in my mind was that it would be great if there are more people to help them. So I'm actually very thankful that we are able to collaborate with Cheng Hong to help those people dying without a family member. The body has been thoroughly washed, but we don't do embalming up. Cheng Hong cases are known as straight cases. As the name suggests, straight case, it means that after we collect the body, we'll cremate it immediately with the nearest cremation slot available. There's no wake. Mostly when people have a wake, right? For example, a 3 days wake, 5 days wake, there's friends and relatives that come and see. But for Cheng Hong cases, most of them does not have a family, correct? So we don't embalm because they do not hold any wake. So it's because embalming is expensive. And Cheng Hong is helping tens to sometimes 100 cases every month. So it doesn't make economical sense if they have to embalm every single body, because after all, they are doing a charity, it's a non-profit organization. The band will be going to Mandai Crematorium for the last final ritual with the deceased. We will do some preparation with flowers, then send him off at the viewing hall. I'm 26 this year. So I'm actually in these lines around like 15 years. We started since 10 or 11. Like after school or all this during weekend, right? We just follow our father, go and work. So we see a lot of things, learn a lot of things from him. As much as I want to say that we are numb in this industry because we are seeing like tens of bodies every day. When it comes to lonely death, I think that it's not just death itself that is scary. I think it's living through your life being alone. I think that is even scarier than death. Okay, we are here. And you see all the Cheng Hong members there.来，跟他讲下车了，到曼呆了。下车。I think it's very heartening to see Cheng Hong volunteer going down to Mandai to send the deceased off for the last time. They're acting as like their family members. Comparing to normal wakes, right? Sometimes even they host a wake for like 4 or 5 days, but throughout the wake, you only see 2 to 3 family members there. So I think what Cheng Hong did was very remarkable.
Oh. I think got $2,000. More money. So funny one. Seems to be a few $1,000s. But actually there's some practical difficulty. Where do I deposit the money now? Because it's part of my aunt's estate, right? She passed away alone at home. The police told me when they got into the house, it looked like she had passed away a few days already. So today's the second day that I'm coming to my aunt's house after we got the trauma cleaner to clean and fumigate the house. So the first time I came, I managed to find her will. I saw that she did it in October 2020. Not sure what prompted her to do it back then. In her will, she actually stated my mum as the executor. My mum and I actually went to the lawyer. The lawyer was telling us, besides the house, we also need to see whether my aunt has any bank accounts and any valuables, because that will form part of the estate. So that's one of the objectives for me today, and which is why I'm going through her drawer. Oh, I found her passport. In the past few years before COVID, she has been travelling. Because I see quite a number of stamps, mainly to Malaysia. There's still one for Egypt. Quite an exotic place. I'm trying to find my aunt's wallet actually, because she should have ATM cards or important cards. Yeah, so I found a big bag or envelope containing letters from financial companies. It's a bit dated 2018, but they have sent her a letter telling her the dividends from a fund that she invested in. So I think I'll take a copy and then ask the lawyer to check. I also found a few letters from insurance companies. My aunt may have policies taken with these companies. I felt relief actually that there was a will, because at least there's some instructions in terms of how it's supposed to deal with her property and stuff. So this is actually her will. Basically, it just says that she appoints my mum as the executor. After the expenses and her debts are paid up, her property will be sold, and then the proceeds will be equally distributed to 5 beneficiaries in equal share.
There could be some assumptions that the poor had a higher chance of them dying alone. So this map actually shows you where the death occurs in the housing estates based on media reports in 2023. So I went on to further analyze the cases by rental flats or purchase flats. So out of the 37 cases, 17 cases lived in rental flats. Another 17 cases were found in purchase flats, and the remaining 3 were death cases that occurred out of their homes. So this shows that lonely deaths occurred across socio-economic status.
When I first started doing my business, there was a bit sour in the relationship with my dad. During that period of time, and I feel that he's not supporting me, right, I distanced myself from him. When I started doing trauma cleaning, then knowing of the disease back-end stories, I started to realize my mistake.
上个礼拜，我舅舅邻居跟我讲说，发现他有不妥，整个礼拜没有来开门，因为他发现那些纸还塞在门缝那边。我看得到他背是真的很瘦，瘦到真的看得到后面的那个脊椎，所以应该是已经饿了很多天了。那天我看到他那个情景，